Yeah, man. So, this video is inspired because sometimes when I read you guys' comments, I get so, like, it sparks me. You know how Tom Tracks gets a little sparked sometimes? And then I was cleaning out my closet. TRMT8E. This is the original A-scale best truck on the market. I absolutely love this. Look at that internals. First came out those red shocks and those, that nice kind of, almost kind of like rose gold forest system, which I took out, by the way, and I put in my Pro line 4x4 Pro MT, which is awesome. But the purpose for this video is, man, some guys, they just make me so happy. Like 1% hating comments, but the rest are just, I love you guys, period, so much. You guys just get me all excited, especially when I get a comment like that. Dre Stokes, man, you gotta pin this very second. As soon as I got the comment, I was like, you know what, I'm cleaning out my closet right now. I have this, I've already run it, bashed it, done all sorts of stuff, LEDs, it was a 2500 kV motor, spline mount. This thing was pretty tough, but it was only 4S capable, so I threw a BLX 185 in this thing. And then, I'm all of a sudden, I get a notification on my phone, someone commented, and I was just like, man, it put such a smile on my face. I'm all like, I'm gonna give him a shout out. Dre Stokes, I put your comment up, I pinned it up because in my when I bashed this thing the other day, and it was like I was popping off, Usher in the background and stuff. And he just made me laugh so hard. He's like singing the song in the comment, and it just made me laugh like so bad that I had to like address him because I thought it was like that's what I'm saying. Like most of you guys' comment get me on a high. It gets me super excited, and I'm just like, damn. So anyways, back to the wheels. See how these are spline? So I mentioned that in one of my other videos of prior back. So, if you needed to put this on like this truck here, you'd probably want to cut, see those little divots there, to make it like a hex. So you would take a Dremel and Dremel that out a little bit, which is very easy. I could show you, but right now I just kind of leaving it. These K factors, I thought they'd dry up, but I keep them in a cool place. So when I'm done bashing it, I wipe it down, and then I take everything good and I kind of box it back up and I store it in my closet. But I was like cleaning out my closet because I was thinking, man, I have over 100 RCs. What RCs am I going to run today? But what I'm going to show you is, I really don't have 100. I'm just exaggerating. I don't have that many. Honestly, I don't even know. But I have all these cool RCs. So back to when I had, see, this is the spool. I got another one, an extra one, in case I wanted to do like a Typhon Speed Demon. I know you could just take the spool out of the MT8E and like freaking throw it in there, and then you could achieve those 150 mile per hour things with a super high pinion, etc., etc. This is the ESC cover. So this thing is 6S capable now with the ARMA system in there, which is a rebranded Hoppingwind 6S. And check this out, see, I bought some Techno. There's some shims there. These are model ones, some extra pins and screws and stuff. And then I got some extra spacers. And this is cool. When I first bought this truck, this is a cool instruction manual. It's colored. See, when I drove it with the 4S, when I first went up to the system, I left the spool and it ate up through my spool. I don't know if you guys remember that video. So I had to put an actual center differential in it. So I did install the center differential in there with 500K weight. It's got the XT90 correctors. It does have a differential in there now. And then this is cool. Look, this little handy hex tool. It has like a long lever arm to make it easier. Yeah, so don't forget with the V tread, like some of the regular tread patterns when they're going like that, you got to make sure you put them on so the V's pointing down if you get the wheels right. I don't know if it makes too much of a difference unless you're doing higher performance tires. So this is an interesting design. So you're kind of thinking, okay, does the V go that way or does it go this way? But according to what I checked, it goes that way. So I put them on right. You'll notice some people with the MT80, they got them backwards and they got this one on this side and vice versa and stuff like that. So now we're comparing a real A scale versus like the KAIJU, which is claimed to be an A scale, which really is not, in my opinion. I think it's more like a 1/8 and a half or 1/9 even, but this is like a real 1/8 when it first came out. So, and the funny thing with these tires though, the thing I don't like is they're really soft. So if you look at the compound, they're so soft that like, see, when I boxed it up and if you lay it down and it's sitting for a while, it'll indentation. So you just have to run it a little and it'll kind of straighten back out once it hits that ground. But they've lasted. I mean, I like these tires. They dig pretty good. And when you go off-roading, you could really get some good traction and stuff like that, and it runs really well with the protection body. So, all right. So with that being said, after putting the wheels on, the size up is look at that. This thing is a beast. It was like my favorite. I mean, the BE6S is actually my favorite of all time. When it first came out, I loved the larger drive shafts and everything that was included on that truck. It had the center diff already. With this one, I had to buy the center diff already. But that's a real beast, guys. I mean, but this Kaiju, for the price, it was really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't. I mean, I think it's still worth it. As you can see, the wheelie bars are different on this one. You know, it is adjustable too. And this one's a double wheel. You know, it's got that almost that Vicker Bison looking wheel. But this one's like a, you know, full ball bearings and everything like that. But yeah, so, you know, you can see how much larger it is compared to, you know, the Kaiju for what its size was. And but I love how much torque it had and how easy it was to do a wheel. I mean, this kind of almost gunmetal brownish body was pretty sick when I first saw it, you know. But as you can see, I took off that cover that you guys see here, this cover, and I put the BLX 185 in there, and it fits pretty good. I mean, it doesn't have that like all metal steel case, and I did put the newer battery tray holder covers on so I could make it taller so I could run bigger batteries, because I would just sit out there and run this thing like all day when I used to run it. I haven't in a while, but I kind of want to take it out because I had so much fun bashing the Kaiju that I was like, you know what, I'm going to kind of compare it to the MT8E, the original with like the red shock towers. And I love that look, you know. But it does have XT90 on there now. And you know, you got the black rims with the red and the engraving. K Factory, you know, TRMT8E. I love the look of this truck. I always did. But you know, the Kaiju is one thing. See, like I said, it does have the dusty shroud, and this thing did work real good when I was in the mud and stuff like that. You know, I do like the aluminum, the chrome looking shocks. If you compare the shocks, as you can see, these ones are a little bit larger. Let me focus in on there than the Kaiju, as you can see, you know. Plastic shock caps, I guess. They both takes. Oh, this one's adjustable, threaded body. And this you got your spacers, you know. I like it plush, you know. I like it kind of lower for traction. But yeah, I always loved these shock arms are very beefy. I mean, they get twisted a little bit. I seen that, but you always untwist them when you bash it really hard. These are kind of a weak point, but so far it's been good with me. I mean, I bashed it all week, kind of. I've only done it like on rocky dirt. I jumped it, but like my jump got destroyed, so I do have to build a wooden one, which I'll bring you guys more jump footage later. But comparing the body sizes, as you can see, the body sizes are actually almost the same, so it's kind of interesting. Like, but it is a hold differently, so I couldn't switch the bodies on this, you know. Actually, that damn, that would actually look pretty good. Actually, if you look at it, that's pretty crazy. I could do that actually. You know, it's not bad. And then if I put this one on this one, let me see. Well, yeah, see the body kind of overtowers that one, but it still looks pretty cool if you did that. You know, check that out. Damn. But yeah, after installing the center diff on this sucker, it's just badass. I mean, with the 500 weight oil, it is perfect. I mean, there's a reason why I always liked REDCAT. You know, when I first started, it was one of my main, because I didn't have, you know, I was trying to save some money. I got the blackout, and then the REDCAT Caldera, you know, and then all these other ones. I still have the blackout. I have the blackout XT, not the pro version. I put a customized body with some LEDs on there and stuff like that. But damn, this thing was always super beefy. I mean, it was even the 4S version. This is which I'm calling this one, but it is now 6S capable. So both these rigs are 6S. So if I bashed them, it would be freaking awesome. Like both of them to kind of compare the differences and see which one's better than the other and stuff like that. But anyways, this is, you know, just because it's quarantine and there's coronavirus going on doesn't mean I can't make a video for you guys. So at home when I'm cleaning up house, I'm mopping the floor, I'm changing out sinks, I'm working on fences, and I'm doing weeds in the backyard. Sometimes my break time will be to come in and just look at my RCs, even though I know I don't have time to drive them. So I'll just come in, make a quick video to just keep touch base with you guys. And I love some of you guys' comments. You know, it makes me happy, you know, just seeing all you guys here having fun and watching Tom tracks and hanging out with me and stuff like that. So you guys have a great day. You know, it is Happy Hump Day. It's Wednesday. It's in the middle of the week. Once again, the RCR2CE is the one that comes with the REDCAT. I think most of the REDCAT vehicles are coming with this now. And this is regular REDCAT Racing, and that's kind of like their new logo. They had a different one before. And yeah, it kind of looked like that. No, this is the Team REDCAT logo. So I have one REDCAT still, which is the blackout. It's the brush version, and it runs good. And with the brush version, it is 3S capable. And it does do about 35 miles per hour. Now, looking at these, this kind of detail was pretty sick. It had, you know, like the 2 LEDs. But with this one, you had like the 2 small ones on the edge, as you can see right here. They're red. So these 2 will be red, and these 2 are regular colored. But thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great day. I'm going to try to get out to some dirt areas where I'm not going to get yelled at too much. And then hopefully I could do some more videos for you guys. I know I'm behind. Some of you guys had requested videos like the X1, the Max, the X Max, my short course trucks. I haven't got the Mojave yet, but the Sentence 6S versus like the, you know, SC10E for the Team REDCAT version. I think I only have like about 3 or 4 Team REDCAT vehicles, but I have one and just the blackout. That's the only remaining REDCAT vehicle I have currently. But I do have a soft spot for them. I think REDCAT's good. You know, a lot of people talk a lot of trash about them. I don't think, you know, I think they've lasted. As you guys can see, I have both these rigs. I bashed them, I beat them, and they still work good. And like I said, my list of bashing vehicles, you know, Creighton, BE6S, now the KAIJU, my X-Max, my Max, you know, those are all vehicles that could take it. So I bash with them because I know they don't break often. You know, my biggest thing is a lot of people define bashers differently. Like I used to get some haters who would say, "You're not a basher," da, 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 da. And I get some guys that say, "You're a great basher." And now, you know, to define it, it's basically when you want to race without any rules or regulations. You know, you're pushing the car to its limits, which you're customizing, and you're putting like the most you can into whatever car you can to see what it could take before it cracks and it breaks. Hence Rich Duper Bash, hence Kevin Talbot, you know, guys like that. And your jumping is super high, not avoiding the jump. So when they break, you're not avoiding it, but rather you just laugh about it. Okay, so out of all those things, I would say I enjoy, you know, half of those things. You know, like I'll jump it, but I will avoid certain high jumps because after you break, like say your whole chassis and you have to pay like a, you know, $80 for a new one, or you have to upgrade, you know, that is money out of the pocket. No one likes that. So there's a certain time when I save up some money in the bank and say I've worked and I haven't spent a lot of money, then I will like, you know, go and break it, and I'll feel happy and I'll laugh about it. But say like if it happens by accident, you're always like, damn, how much is that going to cost me? You know, I'm not going to be able to run my car for a while, etc., etc., etc. So if we could laugh about it and we could jump in and we could run it, there's no rules, you know, it's not a real race, you're just racing it and you're just having fun with it, you're pretty much a basher. You know, you could call it whatever you want. Everyone has their own definition of it. Some people hate it because they're like, oh yeah, you know, you're a shelf queen, and you know, that's fine. You could do that, you know, every now and then. You could take a certain number, like maybe like 20% of your whole collection, and just beat the hell out of it, and then, you know, let it sit there while you run your other ones, you know, which you guys will probably get more of, and it'll be all good. But anyways, you guys, thanks for watching. I just kind of wanted to go over those things because some people, you know, they define it differently and they start, you know, criticizing, etc., etc. But see, this is the Dusty Shroud. It worked pretty good because, as you guys can see, after I bashed it, it was all muddy and everything. It still looks pretty clean after wiping it down, and it wasn't that hard to clean it either. But have a great day once again, and I will catch you on the next episode. Oh, one last thing. I will get those videos out as soon as possible. So, you know, those short course truck videos with the SC10E and the Sentence 6S on dirt, bashing hard, will come up very soon. So just stay tuned, and, you know, when it'll come. So if you haven't already decided, but if you already did, let me know which one you got. I know one of my guys wanted that. The Max and the KAIJU, you know, bashing the sea next to each other. There's enough of those videos out there, but I could still do it for you if you still want that. The XO1 with the different types of batteries, that's another video requested. I'll probably get that one out. And a few other ones, but otherwise it's just me hanging out with you guys, doing funny stuff and goofing around and just having fun. I think the main thing is we could all have fun during this time while we're being safe at home, bored as heck, you know, and still be an RC out there without too much, with more choices and limiting, you know, because a lot of the parks are closed, etc., etc. But that's it. Have a good day. Catch you on the next episode. Peace, and I love you very much.